Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our YouTube chit chat. My name is Inazak and this is my YouTube channel. So guys, Mayuguno's progress has provoked and evoked jealousness on the naysayers. JT Podcast couldn't even relax, couldn't even stomachache seeing Mayuguno purchasing 280 or 240, so to speaking, bags of cement, to a point that he could really doubt if it's Mayuguno's effort and not Mayuguno's effort. It was seen when JT Podcast was lamenting so profusely, and we couldn't really understand why.
And that is how he's going like that.
Yeah, here it is. 240 bags of cement. They brought 240 bags of cement. Senator.
Right. So
Yes,
that's what's up.
Mayuguno's effort,
That's what's up.
hard work, laced with philanthropic work and being loyal to IAMMARWA has really earned Mayuguno things that Mayuguno is having. So that the naysayers couldn't really believe their eyes, because this is the project that they fought big time. This is the project that they never wanted Mayuguno to achieve. No wonder the rants of the naysayers. The other time, Ernest came and ranted. This time round, JTPODCAST is blowing up its levers out just because Mayuguno is progressing and Mayuguno is owning 2 homes. That is the hard work. Mayuguno deserves it.
Or because you have a small mwanya. Real. Man, yeah, this is work really going on. So we're gonna do it big time. So they arrange them inside. I'm telling you, the cement here is gonna work. So we still have ballast here, 1 trunk, and we have others on the other side. But this is how it is. Wow. So we're gonna bring one today.
Ladies and gentlemen, it never stopped from there, because IAMMARWA also had a message, a very bold message to the naysayers. And this message itself has got a sweet ending, because this is the point. So when the house itself was a complete one, it is a sweet message, guys. I need to tell you this. Before I deliver the message boldly to the naysayers, there are 2 questions that are so deep that I want to ask the naysayers. Number 1, as for negativity laced with verbiage curbed IAMMARWA from achieving its goals, not even at once, not even IAMMARWA has achieved several goals in myriads of this negativity. What does that one tell you? You are just waxing lyricals, you're just spewing verbiage, and you never stop IAMMARWA at any given moment. Number 2, as you're waxing lyricals and beating dead drums around the graves of dogs, as that one really prevented the Grand Resma house not to be constructed. As we speak, you saw it from day one, from when you guys were really supporting and telling people not to contribute any dime. What has happened? The house has gone to complete and to completion, as you people were saying, in the full glare of a camera. As it, the house itself has completed. Now, I want to sign off from this vexation while I want to deliver you a very good message for IAMMARWA. Perhaps watch this video, because this video itself contains a very voluminous IAMMARWA's message to the naysayers going forward. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube chit chat. My name is Inazak and this is my YouTube channel. So let's dive in straight away lest we forget. We also Mayuguno putting up and getting ready to complete his villa. This is not the first time that Mayuguno came up and started telling people that is going to do it. In fact, Mayuguno even marked date that coming on the 28th, 29th, and 30th, proceeding to 31st, Mayuguno will be so busy putting up the upper slab. I can't really not understand and fathom why the naysayers couldn't even pick such that their ignorance that they normally exude here. It's kind of a worrisome because these are the things that are on camera, then they have got audacity to come and twist things. To a point that they're even questioning Mayuguno, they're even questioning IAMMARWA, why IAMMARWA must involve in Mayuguno's construction while living in the Dimongos. I had explained that one in my earliest video. I want to let you know that Mayuguno had planned these things for a period of 2.5 years. The villa has been stagnant. And now the execution itself come up with myriads of issues that Mayuguno has been saving his money to buy the cement, such that when you see the likes of JT complaining that Mayuguno couldn't afford, therefore it's laughable. The question I did to post, if you look at Mayuguno's channel, what do you think the revenue is and how much? 240, 280 cement, if you multiply by $10 into Kenya shillings, gives you what? 280,000 Kenya shillings. That is it. So you think in a period of 2 years, Mayuguno cannot raise such kind of money? JT, you must be a delulu, because your insertion and insinuation itself doesn't make sense. Always a cryptic twist. Imagine 2 years of planning, and the condition that IAMMARWA also had put for Mayuguno that he will never step at Mayuguno's place until Mayuguno makes it so dearly to himself to complete the slab. That's why you see, with a lot of hard work and loyalty, saving here and there, and a little bit of push-up by the loyal subscriber, Mayuguno has actually achieved it. Why is it that concerning the lazy gang, that now the Mayuguno's progress at this hour is still bringing jitters and sparking all other kinds of hubris and maybe just being spewed by all these dimwits? It's not making sense. The JT podcast was ached, livid, to a point that he wanted to blow his liver out. It was so horrible. No, it's so horrible. JT couldn't believe
that
his
house
eyes.
belongs to Mayuguno? Do you really think the house belongs to Mayuguno? And I was scratching myself, asking myself, is that even the thing? Because Mayuguno is literally a Tanzanian. He's a foreigner. So does he actually own this house? And by the way, if you see that house is constructed, there is a very big perimeter wall separating this villa that is being constructed to Mayuguno's residence. So is this actually Mayuguno's house, or is it Marwa's house? Now, I don't have the 100% correct answer, but I may say chances are that Marwa owns this building. Chances are he owns this, and he's doing this because he knows this is his building. I don't know if I can get that video where actually Marwa was standing on that on that building yesterday, and he was showing an aerial view of that compound, so that I can show you. Let me show you in a second. It's right here. Let me show you where he showed that aerial view of right there. Look how this place is constructed. Like, I want you to see that. Can you see?
So when you critically listen to that video itself,
Can you see
that is the jealous gallo. You listen the questioning when somebody is now telling us that Mayuguno is not a Tanzania, that is not a Kenyan, that Mayuguno cannot build and can own nothing. Yet the title deed is in the name of Mayuguno, yet Mayuguno has got the national ID of Kenya, yes, Mayuguno has got a birth certificate from Kenya. Therefore, you really listen to somebody thinking that people are so smart upstairs, therefore it is a lot of quackery. It's a lot of water that is full in somebody's head elsewhere. Somebody cannot reason. It's laughable. Very, very laughable. Laughable. That is the jealousy I was talking about. First of all, Villa is Mayuguno. If you see any naysayer saying that the villa does not belong to Mayuguno, that is an outward wickedness laced with jealousy, because they couldn't believe that Mayuguno could really own a villa. That's why they will have to bring the issue of citizenship. How many number of times I've explained to them, they cannot understand. Let them wait, because this is the last time I'm also talking about this. That villa is Mayuguno's, villa is not Marwa. The reasons why is like they cannot even believe the reasons how IAMARWA helps strangers to fulfill their dream. IAMARWA is somebody who will never leave a person who is so loyal to him. He will help you. IAMARWA always wants good for people who flanks him with good heart, not the betrayer. Not the betrayers. These are the people who cheated Alex, and Alex had to break away from IAMARWA. And if you listen now, we compare and contrast the life of Alex, other people are regretting. They also told Percy itself. Things are never working out for them. And I must address to them and I must tell them off, big time. Mayuguno is a Kenyan. If you don't know, and that is for your information, you believe it or you don't believe it, the home belongs to Mayuguno. JT cannot believe that Mayuguno is owning 2 homes. JT cannot believe that now Mayuguno is building his dream house. They fought hard so that Mayuguno could not build anything. To an extent that now they want to dig up the Mayuguno citizenship. Tells you that somebody has got a red stomach, that in the home they don't even have toilets. Well, Mayuguno is having 3 buildings in a separate home. It's something that they have never seen. It's something that they've never seen. It's talking about of Mayuguno lack growth. Which growth do you want to see? If you cannot see all this kind of villa, which growth are you talking about? Which growth are you talking about? This is what we have to confirm, that is jealousy galore. Ladies and gentlemen, it never stopped from there, because IAMARWA also had a message, a very bold message to the naysayers. And this message itself has got a sweet ending, because this is the point. So when the house itself was a complete one, it is a sweet message, guys. I need to tell you this. Before I deliver the message boldly to the naysayers, there are 2 questions that are so deep that I want to ask the naysayers. Number 1, as when negativity laced with verbiage curbed IAMARWA from achieving his goals, not even at once, not even IAMARWA has achieved several goals in myriads of this negativity. What does that one tell you? You are just waxing lyricals. You're just spewing verbiage, and you never stop IAMARWA at any given moment. Number 2, as you're waxing lyricals and beating dead drums around the graves of dogs, as that one really prevented the Grand Resma house not to be constructed. As we speak, you saw it from day one. From when you guys were really supporting and telling people not to contribute any dime. What has happened? The house has gone to complete and to completion, as you people were saying, in the full glare of a camera. As it, the house itself has completed. Now, I want to sign off from this vexation while I want to deliver you a very good message for IAMARWA. Perhaps watch this video, because this video itself contains a very voluminous IAMARWA's message to the naysayers going forward. It is what we call the human social capital and IAMMARWA's influence masterclass and what we call the stardom. These are the things that majority of the YouTubers don't have, both international and local. They're really fighting for it. This is the star that people really want to snatch IAMMARWA because they don't understand IAMMARWA's operatives. You know, the more you promote IAMMARWA, the more you identify the waters. That's how IAMMARWA thrives in its thing. That's how IAMMARWA achieves its goals in the greater heights. That alone has never prevented IAMMARWA to achieve any goals that he sets. He will achieve it. And that is what we call the stardom. In the midst of chaos, in the midst of dark clouds, IAMMARWA thrives in positivity. IAMMARWA thrives in achievement, its objective. And that one already has been exhibited in this video below. What you've just seen is the real work on the ground. No playing games, no waxing lyricals, no explanation, but pure masterclass and stardom of work. Our audience are audience that are so marvelous, audience that are so prudent. They believe in what is called the practical reasoning and the execution itself. They always leave an indelible mark on the hearts of the people. And that is what we call the pure class and the pure breeds of people who believe in philanthropy. It doesn't matter whom they help. A stranger, they've already given brands a hallmark of transformation in that village itself. This is what I've left the naysayers with a gap of a sight. They couldn't believe. With a lot of negativity, IAMMARWA has actually achieved, and that is the message that IAMMARWA is passing around, that do not fear. That it doesn't matter the challenge that it presents onto your next door. What matters is what you do with the challenge. What you do with this challenge. Others will run, others will face it with like a lion, like IAMMARWA. You know, what really matters is what you do with the problem that presented to you in your next door. It only requires a positive thinker. A positive thought habitually looks for the best results out of the worst condition. And that is what IAMMARWA believes in, the bigger picture in itself. Do you believe in a bigger picture? The naysayers don't believe in a bigger picture because their future itself is gloomy. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Until next time, this is your boy Senior Zach.